Dear me, what are those things coming out of her nose? Oh shit! There goes the planet.
In the grand tapestry of science fiction, where imagination dances with reality, one saga has swung into the hearts of audiences with the primal force of evolutionary revelation: the Planet of the Apes. From the inked pages of Pierre Boulle's satirical novel to the technologically advanced realms of CGI wonders, this franchise has left an indelible mark on cinematic history. Join me on an extended journey through the dense jungles of storytelling, exploring the intricate evolution of simian civilizations across 5 decades, literary roots and the birth of cinematic revolution. Before Colonel George Taylor found himself on the shores of a mysterious world ruled by apes, French author Pierre Boulle laid the narrative groundwork in his 1963 novel, La Planète des Singes. Boulle's imaginative exploration of a topsy-turvy world, where simians were the dominant species, provided the genesis for a cinematic revolution. In 1968, director Franklin J. Schaffner and the rugged Charlton Heston crash-landed onto the silver screen with Planet of the Apes. The film wasn't just a narrative translation of Boulle's vision. It was a spectacle that merged groundbreaking makeup effects, social allegory, and a twist ending that left audiences questioning the very fabric of their reality. John Chambers, the wizard behind the ape's transformation, turned actors into convincing simians, creating a visual landscape that transcended the boundaries of its time. Charlton Heston's portrayal of Colonel George Taylor, a time-displaced astronaut navigating a world where apes were the ruling class, added a layer of gravitas to the narrative. The film's iconic twist, revealing the shattered remnants of the Statue of Liberty, wasn't just a cinematic mic drop. It was a commentary on the fragility of civilization and the consequences of unchecked hubris. Planet of the Apes became a cultural touchstone, a film that blended spectacle with substance and laid the foundation for an expansive franchise. Subterranean secrets and social allegory. Buoyed by the success of the original, the franchise swung into an ambitious series of sequels, each contributing to the social commentary and narrative complexity. Beneath the Planet of the Apes, 1970, took a subterranean turn, exploring the consequences of humanity's destructive tendencies. Directed by Ted Post, the film plunged into the forbidden zones beneath the planet's surface, unveiling a mutant society that worshipped a nuclear bomb. The narrative became a reflection of the anxieties surrounding the Cold War era, with a surreal twist that elevated the film beyond typical genre fare. James Franciscus joined the cast as astronaut Brent, navigating the dark underbelly of the ape-dominated world. The film, while not reaching the same critical acclaim as its predecessor, continued the franchise's tradition of social commentary. It dared to explore the depths of human nature and the destructive potential of ideological fervor. Beneath the Planet of the Apes wasn't just a sequel. It was a deeper exploration of the franchise's thematic core. The mutants, with their telepathic abilities and deformed appearances, became a metaphor for the consequences of nuclear proliferation. The film challenged audiences to confront uncomfortable truths about humanity's capacity for self-destruction. Comedic twist and satirical reflection. Escape from the Planet of the Apes, 1971, decided to inject a dose of humor into the franchise, taking a comedic twist that added new dimensions to the narrative. Directed by Don Taylor, the film transported the beloved characters Cornelius and Zira, portrayed by Roddy McDowall and Kim Hunter. This fish-out-of-water scenario turned the franchise on its head, presenting a satirical reflection of human civilization through the eyes of the apes. The film transformed into a delightful escapade, exploring the human reaction to the unexpected presence of intelligent simians. Cornelius and Zira, once navigating the hierarchies of ape society, found themselves grappling with the peculiarities of human society. The film became a mirror held up to societal norms, celebrity culture, and the absurdities of human behavior. The satirical elements, blended with the heartwarming dynamics between the apes and their human counterparts, created a unique entry in the franchise. Escape from the Planet of the Apes wasn't just a comedic deviation, it was a narrative experiment that showcased the franchise's versatility. It demonstrated that simian social commentary could be both thought-provoking and amusing, opening up new avenues for storytelling within the ape-dominated universe. Rise of Caesar and Societal Revolution. Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, 1972, propelled the franchise into a dystopian future, where apes served as slaves to humans, setting the stage for a societal revolution. Directed by J. Lee Thompson, the film explored themes of oppression, resistance, and the inevitable clash between the ruling class and the oppressed. Roddy McDowall returned, this time as Caesar, a character that would become central to the franchise's evolution. Caesar, the offspring of Cornelius and Zira, embarked on a transformative journey from a sheltered upbringing to a revolutionary leader. The narrative, while rooted in science fiction, echoed the civil rights movements and societal upheavals of the 70s. Conquest of the Planet of the Apes wasn't just a genre film, it was a reflection of the revolutionary spirit that permeated the era. The film drew parallels to real-world struggles for equality and justice, using the ape society as a metaphor for the societal dynamics of its time. The thematic resonance elevated the narrative, making it more than a sequel but a commentary on the human condition. Closing the chapter and post-apocalyptic coexistence. Battle for the Planet of the Apes, 1973, sought to close the chapter on the initial film series, attempting to reconcile the conflicts between apes and humans in a post-apocalyptic world. Directed by J. Lee Thompson, the film navigated the complexities of coexistence and the challenges of building a peaceful society in the aftermath of societal collapse. Battle for the Planet of the Apes may not have reached the same heights as its predecessors. It contributed to the franchise's exploration of societal dynamics. The narrative depicted a fragile equilibrium where apes and humans coexisted, albeit uneasily. Themes of coexistence, forgiveness, and the cyclical nature of conflict took center stage as Caesar sought to build a society where both species could thrive. The film, in its attempts to provide closure to the saga, didn't shy away from tackling ethical questions and the challenges of forging a new path in the wake of past conflicts. Battle for the Planet of the Apes added a layer of philosophical introspection to the franchise, inviting audiences to reflect on the possibilities of harmony amid the ruins of a world torn apart. Intermission. Tim Burton's eccentric rendition. After a hiatus, the franchise swung back into view in 2001 under the directorial vision of Tim Burton, starring Mark Wahlberg. Planet of the Apes, 2001, sought to reinvent the classic narrative with Burton's idiosyncratic touch. The film, characterized by Burton's signature visual flair, showcased impressive makeup effects and a star-studded cast. However, it left audiences in a state of bewilderment with its perplexing plot and enigmatic conclusion. The altered Lincoln Memorial depicting a revered ape added to the film's head-scratching mystique, leaving fans with more questions than answers. Planet of the Apes, 2001, represented a curious intermission in the franchise's cinematic journey. While visually striking, its eccentricities and deviations from the established narrative left audiences divided. The film's ambiguous ending became a topic of discussion and debate, adding a layer of intrigue to the evolving mythos of the apes. Rise of the CGI apes, technological marvels and emotional resonance. After Tim Burton's Curious Interlude, the franchise underwent a seismic shift in the 2010s, embracing cutting-edge CGI technology and storytelling prowess. The ensuing trilogy, often referred to as the Apes trilogy, not only revitalized the narrative but also set a new benchmark for visual effects and emotional depth. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, The Paradigm Shift. Directed by Rupert Wyatt, Rise of the Planet of the Apes marked a paradigm shift in the portrayal of apes on screen. The film introduced motion capture technology, with Andy Serkis donning the mantle of Caesar, a chimpanzee whose intelligence is enhanced through a scientific experiment. The narrative explored themes of scientific hubris, interspecies empathy, and the inevitable clash between apes and humans. Serkis' performance, infused with the nuances of motion capture technology, brought a level of emotional depth to Caesar that transcended the limitations of traditional makeup. The film not only showcased the technological marvel of CGI but also laid the foundation for a new era of simian storytelling. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, exploring coexistence and fragility. Directed by Matt Reeves, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes continued the saga in a post-apocalyptic world. The film delved into the complexities of coexistence between humans and apes, exploring themes of trust, communication, and the fragile nature of civilization. The visual effects, now more refined and immersive, blurred the lines between reality and CGI. The narrative, with its exploration of the dualities of heroism and villainy, elevated the franchise beyond the confines of traditional genre fare. Dawn became a triumph in both visual storytelling and emotional resonance, solidifying the reboot trilogy's status as a cinematic triumph. War for the Planet of the Apes, conclusion to Caesar's saga. The trilogy concluded with War for the Planet of the Apes, once again under the directorial prowess of Matt Reeves. The film saw Caesar facing off against the ruthless Colonel, portrayed by Woody Harrelson. The narrative delved into themes of vengeance, sacrifice, and the blurred lines between hero and villain. With emotionally resonant performances and cutting-edge CGI, War provided a fitting conclusion to Caesar's saga. The character, born from the technological marvel of motion capture, became a symbol of empathy and resilience. The film not only closed the chapter on Caesar's journey but left an indelible mark on the franchise, showcasing the storytelling potential of CGI-driven narratives.